What's up, guys? I'm playing chess on chess.com. I'm trying to get brilliant moves. I'm keeping track of them for 2025. We have 15 so far. I'm about to jump into a game, and here we go. Quirkmate, 2379. Let's play e4. Get the pawn in the center. e6. Okay, a French defense. We're going to go with the Alpin Gambit. f3 takes on e4 is what usually happens. Let's see if they're going to do that or not. Hey, Laura Lee, how's it going? Hey, guys. Okay, usually they play knight f6 here. So, ooh, f5. Whoa. Now, that's an interesting move because if I take, they do have this check. g3, they take here. What's going on there? Queen f3. If they decide to trade 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm down a pawn, but I do have a lead in development. But queens are off the board. They could also take over here, which also gets interesting in some different ways. Now that is, you know, what's probably the best thing to do is just make sure I have a way to deal with this. So let me play knight c3, because now if I take, they can't go check. I mean, they can, but I'll just play g3 or bishop f2. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I could have also played bishop f2, actually. That, then queen takes and I block. That could have been another option. So maybe that was smarter. No, but this seems pretty good too. This seems pretty good too. Now I think we take. There's no queen h4 check to worry about. And black's going to have some messed up pawns. Look at these pawns. These are ugly pawns. Yeah, so the question is, how do we best take advantage of the situation that we have? Knight h3 to g5. Bishop c4 is a nice square for the bishop. I don't think I really want to go for this because there's just g6. Yeah, I think I like the idea of going here. If he plays e5, I don't think I care. I'll still just jump it. Let's do it. Let's go with knight h3. I don't usually develop the knight to h3, but since I can't go to f3 and I want to get to g5, that's the only way, right? Of course, you could go to g3, but g3 is not as an aggressive square as g5. I like g5 because of the threats here and here and here, right? Okay, he's putting pressure on this, maybe threatening to do e5. I could pin that, which doesn't look half bad, or I could immediately go to g5 and recapture the pawn. Bishop b4, b5, bishop e2, bishop c4. I think, yeah, I think I want to start with this, actually. I really do. I'm going to go g5. And I'm not really worried about h6, because if you play h6, these squares are just so bad, right? I don't think that's a good move. What's up, Connor? How you doing? Hey, Andrew. Two Andrews. Both Andrews. Hey. Gavin, how's it going? I don't have a stream schedule. No, not currently. Maybe one day I'll do that. But right now it's hard to have such a set schedule with so much going on at home. So I just kind of jump in when I can. All right, so we can't take now, obviously, because the pin here. But what I can do is go bishop c4. I think I will do that and attack this weakness. Also gets ready to castle, which would get me out of the pin and renew the threat on e4. Okay? So, how is black going to deal with this? If they castle, I think I'll just take it. Actually, I say that. I might just leave it for another move. I'm not sure. I really want to castle myself. I want the rook here. I want the king out of the pin to renew the thread here. Lots of ways we could do this. So let's see how black's going to react. 3, 4... Whoa! Is that for real? Did they really just play king e7? I'm sorry. What? king to e7. Well, they did defend the pawn. I'll give him that. They defended the pawn. Wow. I'm not going to lie, that move just blew my mind. I think I'm still going to castle. Keep attacking. I mean... I don't know. Yes, delayed pawn cloud, yes. Is chess my main job? Yes. Yes, it will. Chess on YouTube, but yes. King to e7. All right, well, I think we need to take that back. No question there. Opens up this, so that's something to think about. Also this, something to think about. Okay. Yeah, there's that move we talked about that I wasn't worried about. I mean, what black is doing is just not good. I mean... All right, so how do we punish them for this? I don't think you can play chess this way. If I sack, what happens? Dun, 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 dun. We don't have a fork. We don't have any fancy tricks. If I sack here, why? Why would I do that? Because my queen can come out? That's looking pretty good. They do that, we get the piece back, so they're going to want to save their knight, but then you lose it anyway. Okay, if you go to g5, I'm going to be taking it with a check. You're probably going to get mated. All right. So takes queen g4. Uh-huh. I like the look of that. Yes, sirree, I do. Should I do it? Also, you clear the pawn so that once my rook comes over, it's going to be... Yeah. Just make sure there's no obvious moves that I'm missing. Knight d6, we take it. Looks good. Okay. Knight f6, again, we take. Yep. Looks great. Let's do it. Let's go. I mean, you have to somehow attack them. They're going to move king e7 and h6 and f5, all these random moves. Like, you got to attack the king. You have to. This must be the right move. Queen g4 with the fork, the exceptional fork. Maybe it's a brilliant move. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a blunder. Why not some background music? Yeah, I've experimented with background music in the past and people didn't like it as much. So I've stuck with that. Maybe we could do a poll, actually. Would you like some, let's just say, low background music? What do you guys think? I'm curious what the percentage is. I have an idea, but let's see. Yeah. So that's about what I was expecting. The majority just likes it better without the music, so that's what I've been following. All right, let's go queen g4 right away with the fancy fork here. Yeah, about 60-40. Okay. Thank you guys for voting. Yeah, good points being made. You can always put your own music on if you want, so. Okay, so he does go. I did look at this and I just thought that this is going to be good for me. Now, I don't have to take back immediately. I could go here. Wait, why are they not recapturing? Why did it take them 16 seconds to play that? Oh, that's kind of concerning. Anyway, I'm going to pretend like that didn't happen. I'm just going to pretend like that didn't happen. And if I take this, you can't go here. So you only have 3 moves, okay? If you go here, probably just take... There must be some kind of a mate. If you go here, take... You could go to D6. Okay, if you go D6 right away, I swing over with the check. You go back, I go check, you block. I mean, it's gonna be winning. Yeah, this has got to be winning. This has got to be winning. What's up, Rob? How you doing? Good to see you, as usual. All right, so black is in trouble, I think, right? Because your rook is hanging, you have a checkmate to deal with. I don't see how you stop both of those. Here, you would have to... Oh, you could play knight e7. Okay, so they could go king d7, knight e7. No, they go for the d6. Okay, so I have a couple of options. Option number 1, I could take this right away. Option number 2, I could go here and then invade with the rook, which is what I think I'm going to do. Could go queen f4 check, but why? I don't think that really accomplishes much. Queen g3, trying to push him back and then take there. But no, my queen on c5 seems pretty strong also. So let's go queen c5. I want to save some time here. The only move has to go to d7. And I think I want to go here and force him to get into the pin. I guess, yeah, I guess we start with that. And then I'm deciding what comes next. Oh, he goes king e8. I was expecting knight e7, actually. That's interesting. Okay. So do I go rook f1 to defend, or do I take the pawn? Three, four, five, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, he wants to go queen d6. Ooh. Are you kidding me? Are you going to tell me this is good for black? Man. I don't believe this is happening. I don't believe this, guys. He's going to play queen d6. Look at this. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, do I have any moves? What do I do about this? I don't... Rook f4, but still queen d6. I can't believe this. I think I have to go rook f1. He's going to play queen d6. Unreal. So the question is, did I miss a win? Or do we have rice cooking? That's the question. Maybe I missed something and he just is blundering. Or maybe there's some rice cooking. I wasn't suspicious until the recapture took 16 seconds. I mean, what in the world? Now he's going to play queen d6. I don't think we can let this happen. Which means I have to trade queens and... Yeah. Wow. Wow. 3, 4, 5. We do have these 2 pawns, so we're not going to resign just yet. We're not going to resign just yet. I do have the rook on the 7th, which is something. But that's amazing. I mean, if that's... Yeah, if you can play like that, I mean, that's just amazing to me. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to start pushing Harry. I think we need to use Harry this game. Only have a minute. Minute and 30 seconds. Rook b7. Okay. Yeah, let's use them both. Let's use them both, guys. Let's go there. Let's invade. Oh, wait, there's knight e7. Let's see. No. Should be... Actually, is 97 a problem for me, guys? Maybe it is. Maybe I should use my king. I need to get this pawn defended, I think. I guess he could, yeah, he could still do that. Uh-oh. Somehow we have to make something happen here. This is my only chance. So how do we do that? How do we do that? E5. We have to move. Okay. I don't know. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So did I miss a win, or was this person just cooking? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. No, I missed it. I just missed it. Man. So sad. Okay. So king e7 was a terrible blunder. And I found... Oh, I missed it immediately. Knight takes e4 immediately was actually the best. But I saw it a little bit later here. Brilliant move. Okay, I need to update that in just a second. Queen g4. So I saw it, and then I just threw it away. Was it queen c5? No, queen c5 leads to a checkmate. So what was my terrible move? Oh, rook f7 was a terrible move. All right, if you guys want to pause. Yeah, it's pretty obvious looking at it now. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Bishop takes e6. That's all I had to do. And if he takes, the rook comes over. We've got both rooks. We've got the queen. And now it's checkmate. This is mate immediately. So you would have to block, but that doesn't really help you. I still just take and mate. And if you don't take my bishop and you go back now, it's a totally different story. The bishop can check. Then the queen. And the rook comes over. Yeah, I would have definitely found this. So, moral of the story. What's the moral of the story? Don't get careless, even when you're crushing them. because I knew I was crushing here, which I was. And then I got careless and I thought rook f7 was fine. I underestimated what was happening here, where now my rook is being attacked and queen d6 is just a ridiculous move that just comes up out of nowhere. And all I had to do was sack the bishop. And you know what's sad? This probably would have been another brilliant move too. That would have been my second brilliant move. Unbelievable. There you have it, folks. That's how to throw a one game. Yeah, that's exactly right, Connor. That's exactly. Like I said, I got careless. I thought I could basically play anything and win at that point, and that was my mistake. I don't like the English. I don't like the English. All right, we're gonna go with bishop to b4. Now on knight to d5, I'm gonna have a tough decision to make here. I used to play bishop to a5. But I did see Gukesh play this bishop e7 in the World Championship, and I kind of liked the position from there. Let's try this one. If you didn't see that game, d4. Not sure about that one. d4 is a bit weird. Yeah, that's strange. I think we just take that and play knight f6 maybe. That's a strange one, because now I'm going to gain a tempo here with the knight on c6. The idea of bishop e7 is that you... Well, I'm not going to get into it now. Anyway, we're down a different path, so sorry, guys. Time to focus here. I want to go knight c6. I want to castle. d6 or d5. Let's go knight c6. If he wants to trade. Actually, I could take with the king. Would take with the king. I think I will, because when you get to the end of the game, queens are off the board. You're not probably going to get checkmated. Your king is a valuable piece. So let's try to use it. Let's try to use it. I think we need to go d6. I think we need to get this bishop into the game. And castles, all right. Yeah, bishop e6, knight e5, just to hit the pawn. Seems logical. He's going to push his pawn. Probably to e3. Yeah, this guy might play e4. Just the vibe I'm getting. But no, he does go e3. Okay. So here, b3. Do I bring the rook and launch an attack or play a6? That seems pretty good. All right, let's start here. Hit the pawn. That's the first thing. I'm expecting b3. I could even play a5, a4, attack this way. Ooh. Okay, but a5, then if he plays a4, we do have the weakness there. If we can relocate the knight to c5, we could hit it. And bring the rook up and over, we can hit it. That's not too bad, but is that better than just a straightforward a6 and b? We could also go c6, b5, just bust it open that way. All right, let's do it. Let's start with a5. This is my idea, just to open up the rook here and attack the king. I mean, I say attack the king. It's not like I'm going to checkmate the king. It's just like, you know, maybe create weaknesses, win some pawns, open up some tactics, something like that. Yeah, a4, very committal move. I can't see them playing that. Although, it might not be so terrible. If they do something else, like, I don't know, okay, like h3, yep. Then I'm going to just push. I'm just going to push and get the a-file going here. Okay, so I push. Pushing doesn't seem to go with what I'm trying to accomplish here. I think we take it. And now the question is, how do we get to the king? It's probably just going to go rook a1. All right. Well, at least I'll have the file. I don't know how valuable it is, because once he moves these pieces, he just brings his rook over, which doesn't seem like it's that amazing for me. You know what I mean? It's just going to be 2 moves, like 1, 2. Okay, f4. All right. Let me drop back. We do have a hole here we can make use of. So here, knight c3 maybe. That's still pretty good square for my knight. I think I should jump in. I am threatening to invade here. He's probably got to play knight c3. And then the question is, what should I do? Should I play bishop f5, try to get control of some of these squares? Then I might run into e4. This pin's a little bit annoying, so maybe I should consider getting rid of that. I can also play c6 to shut down the knight. Gonna bring his bishop here and bring his rook to a1, probably. Yeah, I guess c6, d5. I don't really know what to do here. I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna play c6. If I could get rid of this knight and invade, that would be ideal. The problem is I can't easily do that, right? I just can't. d5 takes, or I take this way, or I take this way. He takes me. I take back. All right, let's go. I got to do something. I don't know what else to do. I think he's going to try to play rook a1 at some point. Maybe not now, but... Okay, he takes... I don't usually like to give myself isolated pawns, so I'm really not sure if that's what I should be doing here. No, I don't think so. And if we trade here, then my bishop's actually on a pretty nice diagonal. So this is probably okay for me. Yes, I don't have the threat here anymore, but I couldn't really do that unless I had a way to get rid of the knight, which I don't because of this pin. So I have to focus elsewhere. Yeah, this bishop is good now. This bishop's really good. Just have to get rid of this pin somehow. I wonder if I can play h6, move the king, move the knight. Then we'll be in good shape, I think. Not sure if this is the best spot for my rook. It does keep the king kind of tied. Ah, he wants to trade. Even at the cost of really messing up his pawns. h6, he goes back. I move. If we get a trade and he brings his rook over, I could play b5. No, there's a fork. I could come up like this and defend. Okay. I played king e6 immediately, because then if he takes, I jump in here. Maybe, although e4 looks scary. I think h6 takes. No, I don't think we want to do that. All right, let's do it. Let's mess up the pawn structure first. I think I'm going to go maybe king e6 or maybe h6. I'm not sure. I could move my rook immediately, actually. That's another way to do it. e4 king here. We would have time to get away from that. Or would I? All right, let's move. I don't know. This is quite tricky. I just feel like my rook is stuck here. You know what I mean? Like it's not doing anything. So I want to get it to where I can have options, you know what I'm saying? And attack some stuff here. Yeah, he wants to go here, obviously. So we should stop that. I could even go h6 and g5 now, actually, with my rook's support. So let's start with h6. Then I can decide if I want to play g5 or king e6. King e6, f5. I go up. Huh. I can almost envision myself getting checkmated somehow there. I don't think that's what we want to do. Maybe it's not, but it's pretty scary. So yeah, I think we go g5. He's going to undouble the pawns. But we get rid of the pin, then my knight can start making its... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. I think the pin is so annoying that we should do this. And then probably knight h5 to hit it on g3. Oh, he goes all the way back. Okay, okay. Let me see if I can target this. So if my knight landed on c5, we could hit it. Or if my pawn went up to c4. Those would be the options. Also, right here, my knight could be very effective on f4, e5. You want to like identify all the useful squares for your knight, you know? And start figuring out how can you get there. Those are kind of the ones that I'm paying attention to. So d7 looks like a good place because I can get to a lot of different ones from there. Okay, he's trying to get rid of that weakness. If I take, then we're back to square one with the pin. Definitely don't think we want to do that. I think I either leave it alone and go on the offensive over here, or I play g4. g4 takes. We have to be careful because his rook is behind the pawn. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for. If I take, I could go king e6. Go into the rook ending, which might not be so terrible. And so how dangerous is it? Takes. No, he's probably going to lose his pawn if he pushes too far, and I'll be able to blockade. All right, let's go g4. I don't know. I don't want to get too low on time, so I'm going to have to pick up the pace here. Definitely don't want to leave the two connected pawns, so I'm going to take this guy. This one's pretty weak. This one's pretty weak. This is the only thing I'm concerned about, so... Yeah, here we blockade. Or here, threatening the fork, and then where does my knight go from there? I'm not sure. I can also use my king, which I might do. Actually, he might just push it. What am I doing? Yeah, this was a bad decision, guys. This was a bad decision. I thought I had a threat, but he could just ignore this. He could actually just totally ignore this. Let me take and go to h7. This was a bad move. This was a very bad move. Oh, boy. Okay, he didn't do it. Let's see if we can make some magic happen here. Wait, is he going to give me this? Hold up. Here, here. No, rook h5 doesn't work. Oh, let's see. Takes here, takes here. We have a rook, a knight, and 2 pawns for a queen. No, we don't want to do that. So I'm probably going to have to go... Where am I going to have to go? Here? Here? No, he's got bishop h4. Shoot. I might have to go for that line. Uh-oh. 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 Why did I let this happen, guys? Why did I do this? Oh, man. He's gonna sack and get the queen. I'm gonna sack and have a knight and a pawn and try to survive, but I didn't need to let this happen. I should have blockaded the pawn when I had the chance. It's probably not easy for him to win, though. Okay. I mean, at the pace he's going, he's gonna get flagged, so he's gonna have to pick up the pace at some point. I said he was going to get flagged. Okay, well, we totally messed that up, but somehow we got the win. Somehow. Interesting. Okay, so I never actually had a really good position. Huh. I thought there was a moment. Okay. I thought like right around here I had a good position, but apparently it really wasn't ever that good. So I should have taken the pawn to avoid all those shenanigans, and if he takes back, probably just move my king, yeah, and it's just going to be a draw. Doing this was not the idea. That being said, as long as I deal with the pawn right now, maybe move my king over, I'm going to be fine. Yeah, this was the really bad move. Because I thought initially that I was threatening to go here when he moves his king, take, and then get behind the pawn. For example, something like this. This is what I was thinking. Okay, he's got to take me, and then I can go here, and, you know, I'm going to be fine. But he doesn't have to do that. He can just move his king, let's just say, to c3, and when I take, he says, I don't care, and he pushes. That's what I missed initially, right? And I'm just in trouble. So then I was thinking, okay, when he played this move, and we got this position, I was thinking, what if I take? He pushes, I take, he pushes. Okay, and Stockfish does say this is a draw. So somehow, even losing the knight, I have what's called a fortress. Where, I don't know, let's just say he goes here. King b6 is fine. Even if he takes this, this is a fortress, which means he can't ever, like, he can never make my rook leave. And if he can never make my rook leave, he can never checkmate me with his king and his queen. I just dance around with my king all the time, right? Just back and forth. So that's pretty fascinating. I didn't really think about that. Salty Jeans. Hey, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're learning. Thanks a lot. So that would have been one way to get a draw. But then I was like, well, rather than doing that, why don't I just bring my rook around and down, sack it for the pawn, get his bishop, and I have a knight and a pawn. Now, Stockfish says no. He had a trick here. Rook e1. What if I defend, then the bishop sneaks in? Ooh. And I don't actually even get the bishop. That's why this didn't work at all. Look at that. That's what he needed to do. Now I'm just dead lost. So yeah, that was my mistake. But he didn't see that. And then he ended up letting me get this pawn. He could have also sacked here. And you take the other pawn. Which, I don't know if it would have mattered. We probably would have had something very similar to what happened in the game. The way he did it did give me the isolated pawn. But it also gave me a passed pawn. So, I don't know. And yeah, Stockfish says it's a draw. Although the knight is very tricky to not get forked. And you have to keep an eye on the pawn pushing too. So, interesting game. Very interesting game. Yeah, Andrew, it seemed like you didn't pre-move. I don't know why you wouldn't, but that's kind of what it felt like. So the game that we should have won, we lost. Game that we should have lost, we won on time. Chess is funny sometimes. Okay, he's gonna castle. I'm gonna play knight c6. He's probably gonna go knight c3. Some people play b3, but I'm expecting knight c3. Okay, we're gonna put the queen on f5. Knight g3. A lot of people play knight g3. I think we've seen d5. I think knight here, here, bishop out, castles, queen f3. Somebody played that one game where I got destroyed because I took the pawn. But I know better. You don't take the pawn, you just play e6. Why is one side of your head faded and the other side is not? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about the haircut? It's supposed to be the same on both sides. I thought it was the same. Yeah, maybe it's the lighting. Elo update on Mrs. Chess Vibes. You know, she's not really played any chess in a while, so it's something that we've actually been talking about recently. Is she gonna start playing more, and maybe we'll even do some videos? So we're talking about it, but right now I don't think her rating has even changed since last time. She just hasn't really played any games. So we have 3 kids, 3 little kids, so she didn't have like a ton of free time to just sit down and play a game, if you know what I mean. Yes, Connor. Wow, this guy's having a deep think. Oof. I mean, this is something that actually a lot of strong players will do this. They'll have a deep think and then they'll play kind of quickly after they figure out what they want to do with their pieces. But I think he's spending an awful lot of time in a 10-minute game. So we'll see if this is going to come back to hurt them or not. Let me see what this person's rating is in faster time controls. 2200 blitz, 1900 bullet. Yeah, I definitely see that as a... Okay. So that's just something to keep in mind from a strategy standpoint. Like if I can get this person into time trouble later, that might be good for me. Okay, so he wants to potentially try to trap my queen. It's not actually a trap, though, because I do have queen d7. So I don't think we need to panic there. I mean, queen g4. I don't know if I said something else. Queen g4. Let's see. e5 also takes away the square from the knight and puts pressure here. That's an interesting move. There's also h5, the idea that if you go here, I can tuck my queen back on h7. But I think just the e5 looks pretty nice. Is there a problem with this tactically? Can't take, you lose a queen. If you push, I take it. If you play c3, that's fine. I'll just probably develop or play h5 at that point. Yeah, I think we go with e5. Okay. I think I might go h5 and chase this knight away. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You love the rating climb series? Best way to calculate trades. To calculate trades, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Do you mean like, should I trade my knight for his bishop? Should I not trade my knight? If that's what you're talking about, usually I like to think about it from a standpoint of which pieces become the best placed. So sometimes when you make a trade and they recapture, one of their pieces that wasn't very good now becomes better, like comes into the game. And sometimes if they take your piece, then you get to recapture with one of your bad pieces and it now becomes a good piece. So that's one thing. The other thing is like generally don't trade your bishops for knights unless you have a really good reason. You want to think about the pawn structure. Sometimes you can make a trade that gives them like double isolated pawns, which is usually pretty good. Or if it opens up their king, that could be pretty good. So there's like lots of little factors that you want to think about before you make a trade. So yeah, I hope that helps. I'm not totally understanding the question, but if I did understand it, that's what I would say. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and push. He's going to go back to F1. And I think I'm going to go with bishop d6 just to line up here. Is there any reason to not do that? Knight g4 hits the bishop. Here, d5. Like, should I trade first and then go there? Should I play knight d5 to hit this? Yeah, I kind of actually like that, knight d5. All right, let's go knight d5. Probably going to have to retreat his bishop. And then I'm not sure where I want to put my bishop. Okay, he's going to give me the bishop. I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take it. Takes, knight takes, pawn takes. King b8. h3. g3. f5, f4. Looks pretty appealing. We got to be careful for white's attack too, though. Okay, there's also d5 though. Yeah, so maybe I do need to play king b8. Maybe I do. Let's go king b8. The reason we do this is because we need something defending the pawn. And we can't allow the queen to come in here. The knight's going to get chased away. So we're just being proactive about that. I have to watch out for knight c3, b5. But you can't do that right now. h3 would give me some potential long-term weaknesses to attack. I think we should do that. So h3, the idea is if you don't take me, I'm going to take and open up your king. I'm sorry, if you don't push, I'm going to take and open up your king. If you push, then I have this long-term queen g2 threat, which white has to be constantly on the lookout for, right? A lot of times you have to watch out for the rook sack on c6 here to open up your king. But now if you do it, I can take back with my queen. And then you don't really want to trade queens to open up my king because it doesn't matter as much because the queens are gone. I think we're okay there. Also, remember, this person is not a super high rated player at faster time control, so as we get lower and lower, I really like my odds. I just have to make sure I keep playing good moves. You know what I'm really tempted to play, guys? Bishop d6. It's a risky move, and I don't know if I need to take that risk, but I kind of feel like I want to. Because my idea is I'm sacking and you can't take me. Can't take me because I just win the game immediately. You have to play king here. But then I take, you take, I move my bishop somewhere. Can I win is the question. Okay, well, he thought I could, so he plays this. So now I think we move the knight. This can be used as an attacking piece. You can't take me here. We jump in. I'm going to be taking you. White doesn't really have a clear attack. So yeah, they're trying to defend, which makes sense. Probably shouldn't trade queens, although... Ah, I have an in-between. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a nice one, guys. That is a nice one. See if they see it. It looks like you can trade queens, but you can't because I throw in the check and take the rook, and I win material. So if you can't take my queen, what do you play? Oh, they went for it. They didn't see it. They didn't see it. Look at that. Look at that. Nice little move there. All right, we got the material advantage. We got the time advantage. Doesn't mean we can't lose, but as long as we don't blunder something, it should be good to go. Okay, so I think I'm just going to keep increasing, excuse me. I think I'm just going to keep increasing the pressure here. White has to be careful what piece they move because otherwise they might just lose material. Okay, that's probably okay. Rook h5, again, just keep increasing the pressure, keep improving my position little by little. Maybe I'll bring my king over next. Okay, now I have to deal with the bishop. We can swing back here, just poke at the pawn if we want. You could also defend. Could even trade, but my bishop seems pretty good, so I don't think I should trade it. Kind of like g5. Just defend. Defend it where it's at. Okay, we have to move this. Mm-hmm. Let me go here. Okay, they are giving me this option. Is it a blunder? Is this move a blunder, guys? Knight moves, I swing my rook over. I have to defend the bishop. Can they chase my... They might be able to, actually. If I go here, a4 here before I take, I might actually lose that. The take's 93. What if I go here, b4, and I take this? Because now if they take my rook, I end up getting a whole bunch of pawns. So we have 3, 4, 5 against 3, and they're messed up pawns. That's probably good enough. It would simplify the game. The other thing is I just trade and take a pawn. 3, 4, 5, and I'm still up the exchange and a pawn. Yeah, maybe that's the simplest and easiest thing. I can also take this. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do this. There's a lot of ways to do this. Actually, yeah, just taking this. Free pawn. Okay, no forks. No forks. You can't take that. You can't go there. You can't go there. You can't do that. No back rank mate problems. This doesn't do anything. All right, we'll take the pawn. Okay, they want to... Let's just probably come back and defend. No big deal. No big deal. All right. Oh, I could force a rook trade. Yeah, I could force a rook trade. Simplify the game. Simplify the game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to play C... this is a weakness, though. Let's see. If I go here, you try to defend. Takes, takes. Okay. Now I'm just going to do this. Let my rook into the game. And just be happy with this. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Can't really stop this pawn, I don't think. Got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's see. Any brilliant moves? Nope. No brilliant moves. Ooh. What was this moment in the game? There's one moment where I threw the game. Wow. What was that one? Let's see this. Hold up, hold up, hold up. So I'm winning. Oh, of course, of course. It was when I played bishop. Okay. So, bishop d6 was a bad move. All I needed to do was play knight e5. I was totally fine. They should have taken it. And when I sack king f1, I was going to take here. They take me. I was probably going to go back. Ah, there's not... That's nothing. Because they just block. And I'm getting mated. Wow. I'm getting mated. Look at that. So yeah, that was a bad decision. I should have just went with 95. But they thought it was a good decision. But they didn't have enough time to calculate everything, so they just like tried to play a safe move, but that was their opportunity right there. It's close. So close. All right. Let's go to the next one. And we've gotten one brilliant move so far, if anybody's counting. Did I play this person before? Is it the person who studied this? Hmm. Normally I go bishop g5, but I think this is the person that studied this. I might want to try something different here. Let's see if they know this one. Let me try queen e2 this game, see what they do. Why don't they ignore the pawn and kick your bishop with b5 and then kick the knight with b4? Yeah, you can do that, but then you just get to different positions and my knight can jump in here and it's like I assume you were talking about right here. Yeah, you can do this. I go back here and then I take with my knight. It's just a totally different position. I think it's fine for black. It's just not, that's not how you normally play the Caro-Kann. So most people who are playing the Caro-Kann, they have these ideas in their head of like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. This is where my pieces go. Normally, you don't play the Caro-Kann and like just start throwing this pawn forward, right? So it's very rare that you'll see that. Now, is it fine? Yeah, you can do it, but okay, if I go d5 now, what's the idea? d5 takes, queen takes, d5 takes. There must be some move. Check. And then we take, no, then there's the knight. Let's see, d5 takes. How do we defend this guy? How do we defend this guy? Check. Queen c4, bishop f7. No. Sack. Yeah, this is I think this is probably the best move. I just have to figure out how do I want to proceed from here. What if I take, rook takes, and go queen c4? You can't block with the knight. You can't block. You can block with the queen right here. So, am I just in trouble? There must be some way to keep the attack going, right? There must be some way. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Check, king goes back. Then I just bring out my bishop and see what happens from there. Is that what we should do? I wish I had a threat. You know what I mean? I wish I had like a concrete, I'm threatening to do something, but I just don't think there is. All right. Well, I got to make a decision. So, e5 takes, there's knight f4, which, then I could take this way, put the pressure on. Okay, that might be a good way to do it. But then there's bishop c5, the rook comes over. No, we don't want to let the rook come over. I don't think we want to let the rook come over. I probably should play that. Just to force the king back. Okay. At least the rook is stuck in the corner. That's one thing that we have going for us. All right. Bishop f4 I like. and then bring the rook over. If you take this pawn, I don't really care because I'll just move, and then I have another file I can use for my rooks. I think that makes sense. I'm going to go back and jump into e5 now. I don't want to trade too many pieces. I could go here and trade, but I don't think we want to trade too much. Yeah, this might be the person that I played before who studied this. They knew like the theory really, you know, pretty far, and then they just blundered something afterwards. What's the vibe I'm getting that this might be that same person? Initially, I was thinking of taking with the pawn, but now I'm thinking of taking with the bishop. If I take with the pawn, knight d5, I don't really see a clear move for me. e6. Is it that good? Maybe it is, actually. Maybe that's pretty good. All right, we'll do it. This is pretty powerful, I think. I was going to say the bishop's pretty annoying on e5 too, though, so I don't know if that was better. But this way I have quite a few things. I could play rook d1 or e6. Let's say I play e6 takes. You block. Rook comes over, threatening rook d7. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. I could also take here, but then the queen takes. And now e6, let's say knight a6. I don't think that's quite as good. I could also go rook d1. If you take, I just take back. I could pin that, but it doesn't do much. He's just going to move. I think we got to push the pawn to try to create some counterplay here. So let's go ahead and push that. We can pre-move this recapture. I mean, I assume that's what he's going to take. Okay, so I'm anticipating queen e7. And then the question is, what do I do? I believe the answer is going to be rook d1. Because if the knight comes out, I want to be able to immediately keep the pressure up. Yep, let's go. Let's go with that. And then maybe we start thinking about moves like knight e4. Rook g4 to sack here is another idea. Let's see, knight e4. Do I have a threat with that move? Not immediately. Knight d6. If you take, I do win the queen, so you can't take me. You could play rook e8, though. How big is this threat? How big is this? Let's say I go here. He goes rook e8. I take, he takes, I go check. You can't go back. You can't go there. You can go here, and then you're going to get checkmated. You can go here or here. And that looks pretty good, guys. This might be the way to keep the pressure up. Or 94, followed by rook e8, then what? What do I do against that? Queen g4, you just take me. This is not a big deal because I have a check, by the way. I'm not worried about that. It looks nasty, but it's not a big deal, I don't think. I say that. There's actually 2 rooks there. Maybe bishop h5. No, I could even sack and take it, probably. Okay, so let's not worry about that. I think he's going to go rook e8. I don't know if this person's watching the stream is the other thing. Because I'm giving away some, like, critical... Yeah, maybe they are. Shoot. Yeah, that's a good move. What do I do about that? Yeah, I'm just going to try not to give away all my ideas here for the next couple moves and see what happens. It seems like they're... I mean, they might just be seeing what I'm trying to do. That's also possible, but... I'm going to see what happens if I don't say anything for a move or two. Low on time is the other problem. I need to move faster, but I'm also just down a piece at this point. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Blundered immediately. Wow. Check, takes. Good game. That's it. I don't know if they were stream sniping or not, but it's pretty funny how the blunder just happened immediately when I stopped saying what I was thinking. Pretty funny how that worked. There you go. There it is. Ah. Yeah, this person studied this. This is exactly what happened last time. The last time I did play the main line bishop g5. This time I went for this one, but they also knew what to do. Yeah, they played exactly until this point. They knew exactly what to do. Yeah. The bishop was defending the queen, so I didn't have a tactic. But as soon as they move it, now I have a tactic. And even though you get the rook and the knight, it's not good because I had the follow-up to win the rook, so... I'm not guaranteeing that they were stream sniping. It's just, it's a possibility, right? And yeah, anyway. Yes, I did get a haircut recently, for those asking. Bishop b5. And now he goes back. Interesting. Wait a second. If I just take this, and you take, and I take, yeah, I get my pawn back. If you trade, I get my pawn right back. I'm happy with that. Thank you very much. I could also take with the knight. Maybe I should. Maybe I should take with the knight. Going for the checkmate. Going for the scholar's mate on f2. Always a good strategy. Except I'm on move 7 instead of move 4, but hey. If they take me, it's the attack. It's the knight attack. Look at this. Okay. e5? Huh? Huh? So if I take, you have to take my knight. Then I go with check, and then I take you. I'm very happy with that position. I don't even have to take that. I could just castle. Yeah, let's just castle instead. Look, I mean, we've got all the pieces in the action, guys, and white is in big trouble. And we're black. This is the dream. This is the dream right here. Let's take that and push this guy and get a queen. How does that sound? How does that sound to you guys? 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I push it now, he takes, I take, he takes, I go check. If you go back, that's checkmate. If you go here, check takes, ooh, I don't know if that's checkmate. Might be, might not be. You can also block with the bishop. It's a nice looking position. Also knight e5 check, forcing the king probably here. Definitely a nice looking position, but I could also just go back. I don't think I need to force the issue. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Push takes. Check here. No, even just bishop e3 is pretty good. Yeah. All right, maybe I should just go back. Because we do have some threats here after we push it now. So this is pretty good too. Ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. If I want, I can take and then go check. And then take. Pretty happy with that. I could also... Let's see, would I rather take there or would I rather push? Takes... D2 takes. Nah, I think I'd rather do it this way. Now we bring the other rook. Look at this. Look at this. Man. Just when it was getting interesting. You know what I'm saying? Just when it was getting interesting. All right. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, we got the brilliant move. We got it. I can end the stream now. I'm not going to, but I can. Yes. Perfect game, basically. I mean, they messed up the opening big time, I think. They messed it up big time. Yeah, you're not supposed to go back because I could just take. They were thinking that I was going to take here first and then you defend, but I don't have to. I grab my pawn, and it's worse than that. It's even worse because I actually go on the offensive with my knights and castling and the bishop, and it just all happens so fast. Oh, Stockfish did say I should go d3. Oh, wait. What did I miss there? Ah, don't take the knight. You go d2. Threatening to get a queen and win, so he has to take me. Now I invade on the second rank, and the other rook comes over, and I have a winning position. So I could have done that. Okay, interesting. That was actually a little bit better than bishop a5. Although this was still pretty solid, and we got the brilliant knight takes f2, so can't complain. Yep. If he was going to go here, I was probably going to go rook d3 check. And, I mean, what you'll notice is the bishop, the rook. So the king has to run up here. And probably is getting checkmate. Yeah, there's mate. There's a forced mate. You sack a pawn, and you go rook g3. You cut off the king. I don't know if I would have saw this or not, but it's over for the white king. Check and mate is one example. Lots of different ways it could happen, but that's probably the simplest. Oof. All right, let's go. Let's go. Are they going to take it? Come on. Yes. Smith-Morra gambit is accepted. And now I get to pretend like I know what I'm doing. Develop the knight first. Let's put the bishop on f4, lining up here. Okay, that looks like a blunder. Here's why. Look at these squares. I think it's over. I think we just won the game. I think they have to play a6 first. Because you could stop this one. If you move your knight, you get some support. But then I jump into c7. And you can't stop that. You could throw in a random check, but who cares? I'm going to go bishop d2 and make you move your queen. Then I'm going to go here. You move here, I'm going to take here with an exceptional fork. I think the game is over, guys. I think we just got back to 2400. Classic Smith-Morra gambit trap, I guess you could say. All right, it's a tricky opening. You got to watch out. You got to watch out. Let's see if they come up with something to try to fight on. There's this line too, like, look at this. Knight g6, hitting my bishop. I go check. King comes up. And I can even invade with the bishop or the queen. King has to leave. And then bishop g5 is checkmate. Okay, they're going to try this one. But we just go back. No problem at all. Queen has to move. The knight's defended. And once the queen moves, I already talked about it. We got the check. Yep. Followed by the exceptional fork on f7. Any reason to not take this right now? No, I probably should take it. And any reason to not take the rook? You know, I actually could see a reason to not take it. Knight g5, followed by knight d6. King moves. Knight comes in. The king has to move here. Knight comes in. The king has to move here. Bishop f4 almost looks better than taking a rook. But is it? I mean, a rook is a rook is a rook. A rook is 5 points. It's a free rook. It is a free rook. Hmm. My spidey sense is telling me that Stockfish would play this move. Because you keep the king just totally destroyed. If you take this and he plays like d5 or something and he goes here and he brings his... I mean, maybe the game goes on. You know what I'm saying? The question is, how much do I trust that spidey sense right now? 95 just leads to a trade. We still get the rook. I think I should do it. I think I should just do it, guys. Let's go. You gotta trust the spidey sense. You gotta trust it. Let's go. This is the threat. Okay. We're still threatening to win the rook, but I'm also threatening to checkmate the king. Ah, he's giving himself. Place to run to. Wait a second. No. Bishop g5 is checkmate. He can't go there. He has to go there. Ah, he's stopping bishop f4. I see your idea. Yeah, so unfortunately, it might be time to take the rook. It might just be time to take the rook. So king c7. I have knight b5. I have knight e8. If he would have went here, that was checkmate, by the way. Just pointing that one out. He took away bishop f4. Queen d6. Yeah, so where do I want my knight? On e8 or on b5? Probably b5 because it blocks the queen, right? So let's do that. He's going to go to b8. And then I take his rook, I think. So after all that, I ended up taking the rook anyway. But I feel like his king is more exposed here because this is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. If we could figure out how to get our pieces there somehow. And if not, plan B is just trade all the pieces and win because I'm up a rook. Okay, he does take that. Okay, so he's going to... I guess there's e5. Is that what he wants to do? He wants to play e5? Yeah, so it's just an exchange, which still is very good, and we have a great position. But I wanted more. You know what I mean? I wanted more. I have a new plan, guys. I have a new plan. Oh, you gifted 10 memberships. Hey, thank you. I almost missed that. Appreciate it. Zager. Thank you. So, does anybody know why I went here? I don't believe my opponent saw the reason. It was because I wanted to go here. And I wanted to be able to meet this by capturing. The only move is d6. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. He is trapped. That guy is trapped. So you only have two options. Oh, he chooses this one. Oh, this one just loses this. I don't think that was smart. And then the queen comes. Oh, he does have d6. Okay, that's fair, but doesn't look so good for black. So queen g7, check, king moves, check, bishop e2. No, maybe I just move again. Yeah, we got to be a little bit careful. I don't want to give him counterplay. That's the thing. Should I play queen f4? Knight g6. Queen goes back. We just defend. We bring out the bishop. We castle. If I take check, king goes... I know he can't play bishop g4. Okay, that's actually a little bit better. So then we just go king d1. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have any checks. I'm hitting his knight. I have rook c1. I have this bishop. Okay, that actually does look pretty good. Let me do it. This was a key detail. As long as that doesn't happen, I think we're in good shape after king d1. It's a little bit scary, I will say that, but I have some serious threats here. Especially once I get rook c1. Black's king is a mess, right? Look at this guy. The rook is stuck. The king is stuck. You can't move your queen. It's about the only thing you can move. And now I go rook c1. Ah, he's threatening bishop g4. So maybe I go bishop e2. Yeah, I don't want to let that happen. Knight c3, he does have a check. Or I take here, his knight comes in. It's getting a bit tricky, which I don't like. All right, let's go here. If he takes this, we have rook b1. Just need a couple more accurate moves to put this game away. Just a couple more accurate moves. Did not see that one. I want to take his knight. Threatens here. Yeah, I think we're okay, but I got to be careful. This is... Ooh, this is... If I could go back in time, I would have done this differently, guys. I would totally have done this differently. Let's see, rook b3. No, we lose a rook. Rook f1, f3, but do we have time for that? He wants to go here and checkmate me. So that's what I have to make sure I don't let happen, right? This is how we lose. I mean, that's one way. We might lose a different way here in just a second. Let's see. Wait, what happens if I just take that? Oh, he's got bishop f2. Shoot. Just threw the game, guys. I literally just threw the game. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. It's one of those moments where you're just like, how did we let this happen? How did we let this happen? You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Wow. So much for 2,400. Bye-bye. Yeah. This is amazing. This is really amazing. Well, you know what? I actually don't know what I was going to say. Wow. Okay, I got to show you guys. Look at this chart. Look at this. Doop, 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 doop. 88.6? Okay, wait. Did that? All right, hold up. Stockfish says the best move was knight. No, it's going back and forth. It likes both of these moves. So this was fine. This was fine. This was fine. This was fine. Wow. All right. So what I needed to do, let's see. It's actually not as simple as it looked. I needed to castle long would have been one way, which is kind of makes sense to get away from this, but it's okay. Not a very intuitive move. Or just defend. Queen h4, just defend. This idea was just not good because they just play d6. And then here, I had to go queen g3, and I have a small advantage. It's not really that big of an advantage, which is amazing, given the circumstances. It's amazing. And then at this point, they just played, like, every perfect move. And then I blundered this. I had to play rook takes b7. I did think about this, but I missed this. Yes, Connor, they did find all the top engine moves, so I don't... Yeah, that's what happened, but I don't really know what to say about that. Interesting. Yeah, my opponent has some really high accuracy scores, actually. They have some really high accuracy scores. Anyway, I don't really know what to say except that I threw the game, but they did basically play like an engine after that mistake, so whatever. That's a frustrating game. Yeah, I did spend too much time, definitely. So, but to get the accuracy that they got, even after messing up the opening, was that's very hard to do. So here, it's not the same because there's no c7 threat. This, you could probably just play e5, right? So I don't think we have the same situation here. Unless we have some tricky move here. Oh, sorry, guys. 1 second. I need to check on one of the kids. All right. I'm going to bring out my bishop and just castle. I don't know. Let's go queen e2, rook d1, all the typical stuff. Usually, knight d5 is a move to play. Should we do it now? Knight d5 takes. The knight moves in. That looks good. Yeah, let's go. Now's the time, I think. I think this is actually a perfect time to play knight d5. Because you hit the queen. You've got the queen lined up here. You get the tempo on the knight. Like, everything about it looks good. Okay, if I go rook c1 to line up, he takes, I take. That looks pretty good. If I just retreat, I don't think I have enough compensation. Yeah, I'm going to go here. He could still castle, but then it gets a little bit interesting. Because I do get the discovered attack on the queen. I'm just sending a text, guys. I'm just checking with my wife when she's coming back. Okay, what's happening? We got the discovered attack. So we could take a pawn. He's got to move his queen somewhere. Could also go to d3 and just create some counter-attacking things over here. Yeah, actually, I like this. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. His knight might be trapped. If I go here and play b4, his knight is actually trapped. Also, he has to defend here. So let's just say you go to d8 or to d7. Only moves, really. b4. And I win my piece back at the minimum. I like it. I like it. I'm expecting queen d8. Okay, queen d7. Now we go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's gonna take that. Ah, oh, I see. I see. Ooh, that's a move I didn't consider. He's counterattacking here. There is a tactic, but then his knight escapes. No, but I have to go for this. I have to go for this. Okay. So his knight's going to escape, but guess what, guys? The attack is on. The attack is on. That's for sure. Just a question of, is it enough to win the game? So check, he's going to go to g8. We move our queen, let's just say to d3. He can play f5 or g6. f5 or g6. I could also play knight g5. Now, what does knight g5 do? Well, if you take me, I'm going to go check. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take here first. What's the best way to do this? f5 doesn't seem... I don't know. Maybe it's fine. There's knight g5, though. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Let's think. I could also go. I would lead to the same position. Knight g5 takes. Don't think that really helps me. I think I really want to get the rook there right away. And then it's just a question of how do we proceed from there. All right, let's go. Rook h5. Okay. Queen d3, f5. Looks like it forces him to create weaknesses at the very least. g6. Could probably go knight g5 at that moment. You can't take me. If you take me here, maybe I just take. All right, I think we need to go here. I need to make a move here. He does go with g6, so I think I'm going to go knight g5. Okay, but knight g5, what about queen f5? I'm worried about that move. I don't think I have a good response to that. I didn't see that one before. Queen f5 is nasty. What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. I don't see a move. Maybe I just come back with my rook here. Not what I wanted to play. But if I let queen f5 happen, I think I'm done for. Also, this person's not even thinking at all. Oh, yeah. There's a fork. Okay. Didn't see that either. All right. Good game. Uh-huh. Okay. What I really want to know is how do you play against the Smith-Morra when somebody sacks a piece and you just don't even need to take any time at all? How exactly does that work? Have I played this person before? I've beat them 4 times. Wow. Beat them 4 times. That's crazy. Oh, it says this is their score against me. So they've lost 4 times. Not I've lost 4 times. But I'm pretty sure they didn't play like this the last times I played them. Well, I mean, we'll see. Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't even play good moves. I'm not totally sure. If they did play good moves through all of that stuff, then I would be concerned. But let's check before I say anything. Yeah, all right, whatever. Let's check it. I don't know. That was something else. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I'm really curious about this part of the game. So you take it, you go knight a5. Stockfish says you should take this or move your queen. I don't think they did that. They played castles, yeah, which is a bad move. So they're just kind of got lucky, I think, with some of this stuff. Knight takes c5 was the best move. I mean, just the fact that they played this with 2 seconds, I mean, yeah, okay. I don't know. I think I'm just tilted, to be honest with you. Okay, good talk. Hmm. This one, I probably should just take the pawn back. Let me go here. e4, I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to put the bishop on e7, just play a... This is kind of like if you play the Scandinavian and you take with the queen, this is kind of the pawn structure that you would get. Something like this. Usually your queen's on a5, but the pawns would look like this. I want to put the rook here. I want to put a rook on d8, line up on the queen. Uh-oh. What is Windows doing, guys? Sorry. All right. Can we play e5? Maybe not just yet, but almost. Can we play c5? A c5 we could play, I think, because if you take this way, you run into this. If you take this way, okay, he sidesteps it. Smart. Probably. Maybe I'm going to go here. Maybe I'm going to go here. Try to trade off that annoying bishop. I don't think I'm going to go here, but if I need to, I can. Yeah, probably bishop d6. Okay, he's sort of stopping that. I could still go there, but why? Knight g6. Ooh. Wait, knight g6, g4, queen h4, bishop g5. Yeah, my queen gets trapped. The queen would get trapped. So we do have to be... Actually, is he threatening this anyway? G4, queen here, bishop g5. Yeah, he's threatening actually regardless to trap my queen. Ooh, that is not good. Let me just say that. You know what's sad about this position? You know what's really sad? I don't know if I can stop my queen from getting trapped. Maybe h6. Hold on. h6, g4, queen. Then, because then you don't have bishop g5. And bishop g3, I take the pawn. Okay. Wow, that was scary. Oof. Thought about queen f5 to go to c2, but I don't know. That just looks like I'm still trapped. He just brings his rook over. I can't go anywhere. I guess I could play h6 and then try to come here. There's also the immediate g4, followed by, let's say, rook d2, queen b3, rook b1. Oh, maybe this is... Yeah, maybe there's a way I get away somehow, but this seems to be better. Honestly, guys, I'm still tilted from that game that we lost up the exchange. That should not have happened. Very upset about that. Looks like he's going to try to trap it anyway. Ah. I mean, I guess I have to move the knight and put my queen there. I guess. Oh, there's 94. Hmm. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. It's trapped, isn't it? Here we go. Here we go. G5, there's F4. 84. Oh, man. And, you know, I wouldn't even feel bad. I wouldn't even feel bad if I could somehow manage to get 2 pieces out of the deal. But I don't even think there's a way to do that. I don't even think there's a way to do that. Unbelievable. Takes. We get a pawn. It's hardly worth a queen. Takes. And if I throw this in, it doesn't help me. F4 is going to happen. I go here, 94. Takes. Amazing. That's amazing, guys. All I can get is a knight and a pawn for my queen. That's it. Unbelievable. Yeah. Not much we can do here, guys. Not much we can do. Do I resign? Do I play on? Oops. He doesn't even see it. He doesn't even see it. Wow. He had queen takes f7 right there. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. Yep. The only thing they did wrong, the only thing they did wrong was not take this, but other than that, they played a perfect game. So, well played, Jacob. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do, guys? If they play perfect games, what are you going to do? No, Connor, my queen was trapped regardless. I should have not, I think, not bringing the queen over to h5. So when it was attacked earlier, I just needed to stay somewhere on the queen side. Going over there, as soon as the knight was in e5, it was too late. I was lost. Oh, was there something after, even after 95? Then I missed it. I didn't see. Maybe somebody can check and tell me. I didn't see that one. Thought the mistake was before that, but maybe there was... Maybe maybe it was queen f5, which we talked about, and going to c2. Was that the idea? Oh, it was queen f5? Okay. Okay. Yeah, queen f5 going down on c2, and I guess I could escape somewhere down there. All right. It's crazy. You're one game away from 2400, and then it's like, bam, that's it. You're done for. There goes 30 points, just like that. What happened to the endgame book? Yeah, so people stopped watching the videos. So I'm taking a break until I figure out what happened. I don't know if it's because I did something to the thumbnails, it confused people, or if they just got tired of it or what, but I've kind of had a rule since I started the channel of try not to make videos that people don't want to watch. So I know I was going to go through the series, but people just stopped watching the videos. So I'm like, I guess I won't keep making them. So I have some other ideas in the pipeline that I think people might appreciate more. We'll see. He stopped me. He stopped me, guys. Hmm. Just keeping the rook out of here. I wanted to go knight f5, but they saw it. They're trying to get rid of this. Let's keep it there. Probably about to get checkmated, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You get to a certain point and you're like, I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Go checkmate me, dude. I don't really think I can even stop it. Like, what do I even do? What do I even do? Yep, yep. Here it comes. Here comes the queen. Here comes the queen. See, this is what is so frustrating about chess sometimes. I did not play well this game. I didn't even care. I wasn't even thinking. And yet, guess what? I'm going to win now because he blundered his queen to a one move fork. And then you got the game where I play all the brilliant moves initially and then somehow lose. And it's just like, what is going on? You know what I mean? What is going on? Ah. Not sure if I can get away with this. Probably not. I probably should go here and sack it. The knight is too powerful, and I have the material. I just need to get rid of that knight. See, look at that. Look at that. Queen blunder. I mean... Ay, 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 ay. Oh, it's the same person, same colors? How did that happen? No, dude. That's weird that it gave us the same colors too. Mike. This is the Herstrom Gambit. It was put on my radar from Magnus, actually. Oh, he's just gonna take. What am I even doing? Just gonna take. Yep. No, he didn't. Interesting. Is he thinking about not taking the knight? Oh, no. Okay. I didn't think so. I didn't think he would turn down this offer. Think about it this way. Think about it this way. Look at all the squares my king is controlling. It's a lot of board coverage. You know what I mean? That's a lot of board coverage right there. I could even go to e5 and really get it active. Aha. Let's go. Look at this. This king is the best. Centralized. Mm-hmm. No, tilt has nothing to do with this decision. This is strictly a matter of controlling the board. I even have en passant if I need it. Or we could just go back. No, then this happens. We could go back here, but I think, let's see, en passant, the queen comes out. Bishop h6. He's going to castle. I can go rook f8. All right, I'll go back. Fine. Worth a shot. We tried. We tried. I think I'm going to play b6, actually. Oh, he really wants to... He really wants to get the king. I wonder why. I wonder why he would feel that way. I mean, I could go back now after we get rid of this bishop. Ah, no, he's going to take here, though. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I probably should take with my king. Honestly. Probably the best move. Take with the king. He castles. Then I go to e5. Okay. I don't really care. I don't really care. I just like this king on e5. I don't see an immediate checkmate. Bishop f7. Aha, he wants to go queen h5, so we have to stop that. Okay. Problem solved. No big deal. Also adds a defender, so if we have to take back here, we're in good shape. Okay. This king is a boss. Look at this. He knows what's important in this game. Central control. The true leader right there. King is a true leader. The knight's coming in. So do we just go here and stop it? I have a better idea. I'm going to play b6. So this is supported. Now my bishop is freed up. And when the knight jumps in, you know where I'm going to go. You guys know where I'm going to go. Please tell me you know where I'm going to go. Exactly. Exactly right. Okay, this is defended. You know what's funny about this game? My king has now been to the e5 square 3 times. We went there once. We went back. Wait, I'm going to show you guys this. We went there once. We went back. We went there again. We went back. And now I'm here for the 3rd time. He wants to go here and get to me? Don't I have d4? Takes. Yeah, we're good. We're good. No problem. No problem at all. Maybe I'll go here and bring my rook into game. Maybe that's what I should do. I don't think I'm worried about queen c3. I just play d4 and laugh in the face of danger. He goes c4. Now that's not a move I was expecting. Well, same story, I guess. Do we just push? Takes. He wants to go check and take my rook. Sneaky, sneaky. What a sneaky guy. That is quite clever, isn't it? Probably should try to defend like this then. I really think I need my rook to be defended, so I'm going to go here. Let's think about this. Yeah, we might be getting into some trouble. I might be getting into some trouble. You know, I'll give you guys a piece of advice. Sometimes your choices catch up with you, you know? There's a saying, you reap what you sow. I feel like the king to e5 3 times, it's catching up with me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we might have gotten a little bit over ambitious. I don't know. Let me go bishop h6. Try to do something here. Oh, here comes the queen. Here comes the queen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What's he gonna do after that, though? Back if I go there. Do you have any good moves? Probably has some good moves. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, turns out the bishop on h6 doesn't make much sense anymore, does it? But what you don't realize is that my whole plan was to set this up, sack the rook, and go for a brilliant checkmate with the queen, the rook, and the knight. The king e5 was just a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that messes up my plan. Big time. Yeah, that kind of messes it up a bit. So does that. All right, probably time to resign. That doesn't actually work, does it? Yeah. All right, it was a interesting plan, King E5. Let's see. Yeah, that's about what I thought. There was this moment in the game, though, where he messed up. What happened here? Let's see. Bishop takes. Oh, king takes was actually not so bad. Oh, okay. The best move was king g7 and king h8. So instead of putting my king in the center, I needed to just get it over here. And then I actually had a nice position. That's pretty funny. King g7, f3, king h8. Takes, d4, takes, and I'm okay. I can attack and have a nice game. Just went the wrong way. It was just a question of which direction. All right, this is going to be the last game, guys. Win, lose, tilt, brilliant move. Last one. So this is interesting because this position is... What is this position, actually? I don't quite know. I don't quite know what's going on here. Let me jump my knight in. I want to unleash the queen and the rook. Try to set up some sneaky tactics here. Yeah, but it's just not quite the same position, guys. It's just not going to work. I don't think. I don't want to trade that knight. Not for that knight. I'll trade it for the bishop. Don't want to trade it for that knight. Hmm. I don't know. I go back, I guess. Let's go here. Try to make use of the open files that we have. Okay, that opens up something. Yeah, this opens up a little bit of something. Now we have an annoying pin. We have the bishop pair. Maybe we go queen f3. Queen e1, queen h4. Okay, we got to deal with that. So probably just drop it back. Keep the pin. g5. Ooh. I was about to say very committal move, but okay. Now we've got some weaknesses to work with. Now we have some weaknesses to work with. You just broke 1500 a few minutes ago. Nice. Way to go. You're welcome. That's awesome. I'm glad your rating is going in the right direction. Because mine is not. Good job. All right, I'm getting out of the pin. I am creating my own threats. Oh, I was kind of hoping he was going to play this because I really thought that I had something here. What did I think I had? Let's put the bishop there first. And then we're going to swing this rook over somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet. I want to see where his knight goes. If it goes here... No, here. Okay, there's got to be a way to bust through here, guys. There's got to be something. I'm going to try to use the f6 square as a landing point for my rook. Sorry, guys. Just needed a minute to check the rice. Just kidding. Why go there? I'm worried about the rook check. Maybe I should use this rook. Leave this one to defend. And then maybe something happens here. Let's start with that. I might play h4. Yeah, should we play h4 or queen g4? I actually do have bishop takes e6, but the check is a problem. Okay, so now we've got it controlled with the queen. We've got the pin. We've got the exceptional pin here. So I should... Well, actually... I was going to say I should be okay, but I'm not actually sure about that. Amazingly, I don't see any checks. Somehow, there's no checks from these pieces. I mean, this one is just a trade. So we might be winning? Let's say king here, I just take, rook f8. What happens on rook f8? Oh, wow, that would be an interesting line. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's what we'll see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take it. Because he doesn't have any checks. They're all covered. Just pretty crazy. I mean, I assume he's going to play king h7, but I guess you could play one of these. Probably h8 doesn't make sense. You probably would play king f8 or king h7, but king f8... If I take here, what happens? If I take here, and then here, what happens? No, let's... Okay, he does go there, so let's take it. He instantly takes that. Wait a second, guys. Well, now he's got checks. If I go rook here, we could block. I think I have to go here and block the checks. If I'm not mistaken. I really wanted to sack my rook, but it just doesn't work. Oh! Now it works! Now it works! Check, check. Mate! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He missed it. He missed it. The old zigzag checkmate. Oh my. Yes. I needed that one, guys. For my confidence level, it was on the floor. I needed this one. Whew. Let's go back and look at that at the end. Black just needed to play King G7, and they have no problems whatsoever. They didn't see that. Apparently, I should have taken here. Come in with the queen. Ooh. And that's winning. So black needs to go King H7. And then somehow this is still good for black. Okay. My idea was bad if, again, King G7. That's the key move that they needed to play. King G7. Okay. I don't think they saw this, though. King F8 was the best move. Okay, they went here. Capture. Capture. Yeah, rook E6. Only move. So here's the thing, guys. This is what I was thinking. If I take now, takes, check, check, the king doesn't have to go here and get checkmated. It can go to F8. And then I was like, all right, I have check and I have check. But there's two problems. Number one, they could just take my bishop. And this is probably just a draw. Maybe, yeah, I mean, most likely just a draw. I'm going to be checked forever. Or they could just, oh, I didn't even see Queen F6. I was going to say they could just move their king and save their rook and probably be winning. And there's also just this. And I'm just dead lost. But as soon as they go here, the king no longer has the escape route to F8. And so that's just simple checkmate. Yeah, no brilliant. I don't know why it wasn't brilliant in that game, but it was a rough stream, guys. But we had a good end to it. Thank you for being here. I need to cool off. See you guys next time. Stay sharp. Play smart. Stay calm. Don't get tilted like me. Do as I say, not as I do.